You're not encouraging these people when the cops stop you. Follow the instruction. Don't run. Don't attack the cops. These people are putting their own lives on the line, but I never hear you people say that. You guys blame the cops,
First of all,
but you don't
I'm going to say
blame.
one last time, I don't know who your producers are, but if you call me you people one more time, you are not going to have this conversation in person. I'm not you people.
Peace, everybody. It's your boy, Let's Talk. We back with another video. Alright, man. So, I just came across this video of Jesse Lee Peterson going at it with Grandmaster Jay. For those who've been living under the rock who don't know who Grandmaster Jay is, Grandmaster Jay is the leader of the Black Militia, the NFAC, stand for the Not Effing Around Coalition, which I'm not joking, that's a real thing. Back in 2020, back when the you know what started and all the riots and quote unquote protests happened, and the thing with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, NFAC, they was out there protesting. They were all black militia who wore all black, and the founder leader of that group was Grandmaster Jay, real name Gerald Fitzgerald Johnson. I didn't even realize that he had sat down and did a debate with Jesse Lee Peterson at the time, because this video seemed like it was around the time, like in the beginning, because right now Grandmaster Jay is locked up.
What?
Because I believe in 2021, during the Breonna Taylor protests in Louisville, Kentucky, he was convicted of pointing a rifle at a federal officer on one of the roofs that was out there, scoping the scenes out when all the militias was out there. So he's locked up right now. But this video is pretty old. I never seen it, and from the little clips that I seen in the beginning, it looked like it could get real heated. So we're gonna check it out. I haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it either, then we're gonna check it out for the first time. And of course, I give my front thoughts at the end. All right, so no more wasting time, man. Let's see what they're talking about.
You have a whole bunch of fancy words that has no meaning. I think that good actions speak louder than words. And what should be happening, rather than you guys carrying on like this, running up and down and complaining, why don't you start building and encourage black people to stop destroying and let the world see that there's more to them than complaining about what somebody else is or not doing. And that's the role of the men. That's the role of the men, is to do, rather than just use a lot of fancy words. All you're doing is use a lot of fancy words. I'm talking to you. You said a whole bunch of stuff and nobody know what you mean about it.
I beg your pardon?
You must be talking about those other groups, because I said it once before. You must didn't hear me when it
Where are you building homes?
People to unify. We are telling people to practice group economics.
Where are you building homes? Where are you doing this? You said it. Where is it happening?
We've done more in 3 months.
Where?
Some people in the civil rights movement did in the entire movement.
Where?
Jesse.
What do you mean where?
Where are you building?
Statistics have shown that ever since we started the campaign, which began in Brunswick, since you didn't ask, which began in Brunswick with Ahmaud Arbery, ever since we started our campaign, gun sales and gun classes and gun certifications amongst black people
went up.
52%.
I remember that.
That's never been done before.
The last thing black people need right now is a
They
gun.
are inspired by the sight of watching, as you said, and I have to agree with you, when I see black people that are unorganized, that are a mob that's just complaining and don't have any plan, I'm right along with you. That is not what we're a part of. That's one of the reasons we came forward, just as you said, to be organized, to have a roadmap, to inspire, to educate, and then to be able to defend in the need that we have. If you notice, we've broken no laws. We've not killed one person. Not one person has been arrested.
Stop the cap.
No property. We've done none of those things that these other people have done. We have presented a very sensible, logical, as you say, organized institution that has embraced everything that you said, and I put those things out. But since we've only been on the stage in 3 months, even though in those 3 months we've built an international coalition and have gotten endorsements from other agencies around the globe, because we're doing just what you said. You see, we're the ones who are trying to do just what you said. We're trying to bring back the things you just talked about. But we've only been in existence 3 months, and in those 3 months, what have we done? We've done more to motivate, unify, show you all the receipts you need. But if I don't know where you're looking, but by the way you started off this conversation, you haven't looked in the right place because you didn't even do your research on the NFAC.
Yo, this nigga is off the hook.
Yo, Grandmaster Jay just cooked right there because he's absolutely right. And the time of this interview, they only been out for 2 to 3 months. And in that 2 to 3 month span, he inspired a lot of people all across the world as far as black people. Like I said, black people have never seen anything like that in this time period. You know, we had the Black Panthers in the 60s and 70s, but I'm a millennial. I was born in 84. So by the time, you know, I came around and when I got old enough to remember things, the Black Panther Party was like all but abolished. So like there's still Black Panther parties around and you got a new Black Panther Party. But as far as what the NFAC was doing, as far as this marching and standing for a cause when something was going on, the new Black Panther Party, as far as I know, at the time wasn't doing things like that.
He ain't lying.
They connected with the NFAC, but the NFAC, they was like really everywhere with it. So he was absolutely right. No, they didn't build anything, but they were a new organization. And had Grandmaster Jay not got locked up, I think right now the NFAC would have been something real big that could have been inspired a lot and probably did do stuff for a lot of communities around the world. So, but y'all know Jesse. Jesse just a big troll. He gonna say what he want for shock value. But let's continue.
Let me ask, as a man, and I find it really odd as a male because I didn't grow up seeing this. It's odd to me to see black men begging for reparation and crying about systemic racism or blaming white people for their downfall. Normally men overcome situations and the women and children follow, but the black men are acting just like the black women, and they're acting like the white man is smarter than them, that the white man can do better than them. So by complaining and blaming, you're hurting yourself rather than coming together as an American people.
I'm going to stop you right now because I'm going to say this one more time.
It's not attractive to see men complain like that.
And if you don't get this, we can end this interview. You're not listening. You keep saying the same thing over again, and I don't go in circles.
Do you feel normal? Does it feel right to be complaining?
No one's blaming.
You complain about systemic racism and you want reparations.
We're not begging for reparations.
You don't want reparations.
What the steps are to get reparations. The steps to get reparations, and I've taught on this. You can't pay reparations to a color. You can only pay reparations to a country. I've already taught on this, that black people in this country need to stop asking for something that can't be paid to them in their current state. I've taught on this. I've told them that once you decide to declare yourself a sovereign, liberated country, then you can petition for reparations. So I'm not begging. We haven't begged for a damn thing because we haven't even taken the first step to put us in a position for black people to get reparations. So no one's begging. Additionally, there's been no downfall here. You've seen the NFAC. We're fully equipped. We're well dressed.
That's what throws me off. If you guys can dress up like that.
Of this country, we are all people. We're not the people in the streets that you're talking about. We're the actual responsible homeowners, gun owners, and voters that got together under the Constitution and formed a militia to address what saw happening to our communities.
Absolutely.
We're not asking for anything. The people you're talking about are the people you see protesting in the streets right now. We don't protest. The people you're talking about are the ones out destroying, like Antifa and Black Lives Matter. We don't do that. The ones you're talking about are the ones who are running up on politicians but who never vote. You're not talking about us. We're the other side. I'm just like my friend. I'm almost 60 years old. I'm not a child at this, and I've been around this world for quite a few times.
He said, I ain't new at this. Talk your talk. Okay, Grandmaster Jay.
We're taking the steps under the law that we can to move ourselves into a position to get the things that we can get for ourselves, even if it means going somewhere else to establish our own ethno nation, not here in the United States, but somewhere else where we've had a conversation with two countries willing to grant us sovereign land to grow our own country. That's our mission.
If you can't do it here, if you can't do it here, you won't be able to do it anywhere. Because there's no other country that's greater than America. But when I just want to say, when you're crying systemic racism and this and that and the white man this, you're feeding, you're you're deceiving the people rather than helping them.
Jesse.
But what I want to ask you, you guys are complaining about George Floyd and these black people who are getting killed or hurt by cops. You're not encouraging these people when the cops stop you. Follow the instruction. Don't run. Don't attack the cops. These people are putting their own lives on the line. But I never hear you people say that. You guys blame the cops.
First of all,
but you don't
I'm going to say this
blame.
one last time. I don't know who your producers are, but if you call me you people one more time, you and I are going to have this conversation in person. I'm not you people.
Yo, Grandmaster Jay wasn't having that. He said, yo, I told you, stop calling me you people. Yo, when Grandmaster Jay get in his bag, he be getting his bag, I remember. But, yo, I said it before, I say it again. Jesse is a troll. Like, I think half of that stuff that he be saying, I don't really think he believe all of that stuff. Like, I do. No, don't get me wrong. I do think he believe a lot of that stuff, but I think he just be saying like the real outrageous stuff. I think he just be saying that for shock value because he's going to get he's going to get the guests hype and mad and everything, and it's going to be for shock value. It's going to get views and all that stuff, which then turns into revenue. I don't think he really believe all that stuff because dude is a troll. He's a big troll. I think Jesse and 50 Cent, I think they're in the same league as far as trolling because like Jesse, he be on it. But what Grandmaster Jay, what he was saying was right. Like, I used to follow NFAC. If any of my OG subscribers watching this video right now, y'all remember, because back when I first started this YouTube channel, I used to constantly make videos about the NFAC and Grandmaster Jay when they was doing their marches, because he was right. They started off in Brunswick, Georgia for Ahmaud Arbery, and then they did the George Floyd, and then they did Breonna Taylor. They was marching in Atlanta. They was in Louisville, Kentucky. It was in a lot of places, and he had people like he had people who started factions of the NFAC globally, like in all melanated countries, continents all around the world. They were supporting Grandmaster Jay and the NFAC. Even when he got arrested, like I said, because he is arrested right now. He's in federal penitentiary. But when he first got arrested, a lot of people was giving him support. They was donating and everything to his legal cause. Shoot, to be honest with you, you still got people supporting him right now to this very day. Like, I don't really be up on it like that, but every now and then I will look up what's going on with the NFAC and updates on Grandmaster Jay, and he still got people fighting for him. He still got people donating to him for his legal stuff so they can try to get him out of prison early and everything. And what he was saying was absolutely right. The Midday Muse, Morning Mentals, and Facts Over Feelings live streams he used to do basically every single day. He talked about that stuff constantly. He's talked about how black people, that before we can do anything, before we can ask for any type of reparations, that we have to become a sovereign state, a country, and then we can, ask for some type of piece of land somewhere, or let us exodus somewhere else. Those used to be his exact words. So I remember exactly what he was talking about. Now, granted, I didn't agree with every single thing that Grandmaster Jay did or said, because I don't do that with no man or woman. And I don't think no man or woman should agree with 100% with every person say either. There should always be room to be objective and have some type of little pushback. You should always have room to reserve the right to change your opinion. But with that being said, I did used to agree with a lot of things that he did. And when they was marching around the country, black gun ownership sales did go up through the roof, because a lot of people in my lifetime didn't see stuff like that. They didn't, like, because in my era we didn't see like the Black Panthers and everything that used to be in the 60s and 70s. So they were like the closest things that we seen doing things like that in a time where we needed it, when there was a whole lot of chaos and everything that was happening 4 to 5 years ago. So yeah, he's absolutely right. But Jesse, like I said, I think Jesse just be trolling. He said a lot of stuff for shock value. I do agree with a lot of stuff that Jesse say, and Jesse did put in work. Like, I don't know if some of y'all don't know that, but Jesse used to put in work back in the 80s and early 90s. Like Jesse was kind of cutthroat. He's like real somber compared to how he used to be back in the day. Like, his mouth was just crazy and he didn't care. He was like gangster with it. But yeah, he just do things for shock value now. But I think it was interesting. It was an interesting conversation. I didn't even know they had that conversation, but it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.